What's the deal with the Jameson bottle?
I just bought it. Do I look like the type of guy that has a plan?
No.
Oh, what's the code word real quick?
Ooh.
I'm fucking Irish. Don't worry. There's some throwbacks in the Lego Batman movie that I enjoyed. When Alfred dresses up as Adam West 66 Batman suit or whatever. I've been keeping this in the back of the closet. I'm just like, wow.
Camera,
I don't
no
know.
pride.
Well, I've just recorded, so this is all being recorded.
Did you turn the cam on?
Is it recording?
You're going.
Oh, sweet.
Is the red light blinking?
Okay, guys, we need to be professional. This is the 45th Parallel Podcast. To start the show off today, I want to say that I wrote a note for Iris. I sent her to the liquor store to buy me a bottle of Jameson's because Iris is only like 14.
This is true.
But I
True
wrote her a
story.
note. She actually came back with the guy running the liquor store.
And
I
the
got
bottle.
and I got a bottle of Jameson's.
Tyler, shout out for being a good chaperone.
He's like, I can't let this little lady leave the liquor store with the bottle by herself. I better walk it to her.
Iris, you're a good sport. Thanks for
Yeah.
doing that for the boss here. Yeah.
She's not up to date on the podcast, so she'll have to catch up.
Oh, boo.
45th Parallel Podcast. We
We're
got
back.
a little street sign up here.
We're back, yo.
So it's no longer Division Street. It's 45th
Yeah.
Parallel
Ooh,
Podcast.
I wonder if we can
Yep.
get the street changed.
That'd
I'm
be
sure we know
dope.
How hard
Yeah.
is it? I'm going to tell them Division Street is against my heritage and is offensive.
All viewers,
Wow.
write letters to your state
Sit-
representatives and senators. Let's get the street changed to
Let's get the street
40.
Yes. 45th Parallel Podcast Street. What? We're on, Iris, we're on camera.
Iris, you can't talk to us while we're filming live. We know you have a Kit Kat, but she set you up, okay?
Yeah. Nice
right.
job, Meg, too.
Me too. So I really want to throw something out real quick. Right before we started the show,
2.5.
make 1.5.
Nobody wants candy, Iris. Nobody. Just come on camera and ask anybody on camera if they want candy.
Iris, we're filming.
Oh, wow, Meg 3 here doesn't want to be on camera. Jeez.
That's what I was calling her earlier.
Meg 3.
It's like, is it Shark Week?
Oh, what was the name of that town?
Naperville, Illinois.
Naperville, Illinois.
Chicago area.
Oh boy.
Chicago
we go.
land.
I just got an article on the computer thingy that they have banned the sale of high-powered rifles in the city, including
Incoming.
all their AR-15 style weapons have been banned for sales in that city. I think that this is a horrible situation.
Yeah.
I understand why, but law-abiding citizens weren't going to do anything bad anyway, so the only person getting punished right now is law-abiding citizens.
Yep.
Criminals they didn't get those guns lawfully anyway, so why there's laws at gun stores who have to process a 4473 through their local government agencies.
And check it out. For the people that think like, there's this situation and that situation where they did buy legally. It's like, okay, that's not really the point.
Well, you're also talking about a 0.0001%
Exactly.
of all gun transactions in America now. Like
Exactly. Like there were some, whether they found loopholes, blah blah. It's not an issue with the sale of AR-15s. It's the issue with like how extensive the background check is, or this and that.
Yeah.
Like whatever it is the answer is not banning the sale of AR-15s.
So
Yeah.
all the law-abiding citizens can't buy an AR-15 to protect themselves against criminals with AR-15s now.
Yeah. And it goes into the whole thing of like, Dick's Sporting Goods several years ago ended up not having any kind of semi-automatic rifles being sold there anymore, including AR-15s. And like, you're like, okay, that sucks. I know a lot of people who stopped shopping at Dick's Sporting Goods because of that, but it is a private company. They are allowed to do what they want to do, and you can just go shop elsewhere, like Advanced Firearm and Training, right? Whereas you ban it in a city like that, it's like that is laying down the law for all people, whether it says it in the federal constitution, their state constitution, their local law, whatever it might be, that's literally like going under the table and under the bridge trying to get this stuff passed, rather than just like, hey, if a private company in a private business in Naperville, Illinois didn't want to sell ARs because they felt really convicted by it and the recent shooting that was there on July 4th and all that stuff, that's one thing. But now it's like they're forcing everybody who agrees with it or doesn't agree with it to live by that. And that's what and without a vote too. Without a vote.
They had a little city council meeting that lasted several hours.
Like city council of 5? What's the population there, D?
The population of Naperville?
Naperville.
Let's
Well, because here's the thing too, is like, in America, most people here, the vast majority of people are huge on democracy. We learn democracy, right? Going through school and through everything else. And it's like, these people didn't get to vote on it. You know what I mean? It's like the people of Naperville, Illinois didn't hold an actual vote. So
that we know of
right now. But if we're supposed to be so huge on democracy and there's no vote towards it, then what does that say about the people who run and make laws and enforce laws there and all that kind of stuff?
So what's the population?
Population is 147,734.
Okay. So it's a big town.
Not really, dude. Gresham stomps that hardcore.
But this is like Chicago metropolitan area, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
and I went to college with a lot of kids like from Naperville and whatnot. Like,
oh, you didn't, eh?
Yeah, like
You went to college?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I went to Marquette
in Wisconsin.
Yeah, you had our like floor was like split between people that lived in Illinois and
shout out Wes Matthews, Jimmy Butler.
Hey, yeah.
Oh wow.
But yeah. I would hear about like Naperville, Glenbard, and this. And that.
So what's up with Naperville and Glenbard? Is it pretty uppity? Is it like a?
I can't really remember.
Okay.
What scares me is the picture in there looks just like the store wall in our.
It does for reals.
Yeah.
You
Look
see
at
that?
Oh yeah, it does.
It literally looks like our wall behind us, which I really don't like that feeling now.
And this is like a week after you just slanted them too.
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
The picture's looking, and it's the same background wood and everything. I'm like, it's looking a little suspicious.
It looks like someone copied our style.
Yep.
So that's a sad note that I wanted to bring up. It's $1,000 fine the first time, $2,500 fine second time.
You're talking about
What are we talking
for
about?
the businesses.
It doesn't. They didn't really say.
Should we
That's
look
what
up a
I'm
shopping
guessing.
column?
I'm gonna guess
So
that's what it
Did
is.
they ban the sale or they ban the possession?
I'm gonna say it's the sale.
It doesn't say possession.
Banning
Okay.
possession is real hard to do in America,
Yeah,
especially.
and that's gonna cause all hell to break
Well,
loose if you
you're-
start banning
Yeah.
possession.
You will see people flock to that town to protest like
Right.
you no other. If they start,
And it's not going to be
confiscating.
peaceful.
no,
no,
nope. It'll get aggressive. It'll get tense
Yeah.
for sure. And that's obviously not where anybody
How
wants
close
to go.
is it to Canada there? Because all them truck
You
drivers
got to
come
get
right
through
on down
Wisconsin
and
first.
block all those neighborhoods.
It's further than we are from Canada.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're the
You
45th.
got to get through a whole state.
Yeah.
And not
A
just
long
like
state.
Washington.
Yeah,
Like you
a
got to get
long
through
state.
Well,
Wisconsin.
I
to get
always,
to
I know this is my
Canada.
narrow-mindedness
And not
from
just
the West
Wisconsin,
Coast.
A lake too.
Because we're above the 45th parallel here in Oregon. But I've always felt like the United States wrapped upward, when in reality it kind of sits differently on
It
the
does.
planet. We're actually higher.
Aimed downwards.
How do we actually know? Remember all the maps that we see? Or
Okay,
are you
so
talking about the space like picture? Of the
Greenland
world?
is not as
picture
big as it
shows
is
because
on
it's
a
not
map.
on. It's not on a round. It's a flat map. So I always felt like the New England
It
states
skews
like
it.
went
Yeah,
up,
it skews it.
Yeah.
and when the reality on a flat or a round
Well,
globe.
Did you know this? That the Portland Trailblazers are actually the most northern NBA team in the entire NBA.
R.I.P. to the Sonics.
What's
R.I.P. to
I was
Sonics
just gonna say
and the
this-
Vancouver Grizzlies.
I was gonna say, what happened to the Sonics?
Well,
Well-
put me on this one. The Vancouver Grizzlies.
Yeah,
Did this happen so long ago that I just like,
probably. It was like, I think they moved to Memphis in like the early 2000s.
Oh, this is
Yeah, I was
before-
like, it's been a minute.
yeah.
Okay.
They were the Grizzlies
Dude, like,
only
that
for
was-
like 2 or 3 years when they were an
Yeah.
expansion team, and then they moved to Memphis.
Okay.
Yeah, they were Vancouver, BC. But we're farther north than the Boston Celtics, than the Toronto Raptors. Everybody.
Ah.
Well, you
Minnesota
know-
Timberwolves. We're further north.
The Celtics.
Manchester
Larry Bird?
United.
Boston.
Oh no.
Boston. Yeah, come on. You don't know Leo comes in here?
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, Boston Leo.
Boston,
Leo,
Leo.
if you're watching,
Shout
Boston.
out.
All
Boston.
the good Boston teams.
Boston, bro.
And the Tea Party, whatever. What else are they famous for? That's all I know. Madison Square Garden and the Tea Party. Did they do
Madison
anything
Square
else in
Garden
Boston?
is not in Boston.
I know. As soon as I said that, I felt stupid. I was pretending that no one caught that. And I was just going to look away. And I was
Outside of like Fenway Park,
Yeah.
What is the?
All right.
Go Sox.
Whoa.
Outside
Hey.
of Fenway Park, does anybody really want to play in Boston for any reason?
No, the fans are hella racist.
Oh no!
The fans are hella racist in Boston.
As Bree just like cheered, I'm like, okay, well,
Well, I know she said that too. I'm like, you guys remember when Megan 1 sat there and didn't make any noise?
And then Megan 2's more involved.
Meg
like,
2 is
I'm not celebrating Boston here.
Megan just showed us the number 2. She can count. Good
Yep,
job.
she is number 2.
No, seriously though, there's like 2 cities.
It's like
for
such a
pro sports.
hostile like
Yeah.
It's like, well,
environment to play in.
and also like depending on the team, but like the Boston Celtics, you're like, most of these guys they yell racist things at other teams, and then you're
okay.
like,
They're actually
like-
notorious for being like very like hostile.
So
and racist.
I just found out
but then they're like, rest of our guys look like the same guys that we're yelling at, so but we're cool with them. You're like, what the heck? It's
So
kinda
my
weird.
high school that my kids are going
Yeah.
to had an issue with fans being racist during sports last year. And I was like, well, if I'm at a game, I have a 0 tolerance policy for that one. So you guys might be seeing that in the
Sandy,
news too.
this is we shouldn't probably say it on.
No, I wasn't going to say. I
not
started to
call
say it, but
I mean,
yeah.
hey,
Sandy
want-
High School, watch what you're doing, you
Well, I didn't
punks.
want stalkers knowing where my kids go to school.
well, I mean,
That's
hey,
the main reason why I wasn't going to say
it's
that.
got to make a national headlines one way or another.
Yeah.
Well, don't. Like I said, I have a 0 tolerance for that. If you're yelling
you
at some
guys-
kid athletes, they'll make
That's
national
actually-
headlines.
And every time I've seen that happen, whether it's a dad getting aggressive during their kid's wrestling match,
Yeah.
or hecklers in a high school game, middle school game, whatever, like that stuff is not celebrated by anyone ever. That's very frowned upon.
I was reffing soccer and I made some calls one time, and some parent came out of the sideline. They came out in the field. Dude, I was not having that one.
Were you
Yeah,
wearing a
no.
320 on your hip at that point?
You're about to have parents start
I
duking
had
it out.
only got home from training, and I've been home about 14 days.
Oh.
So I was still pretty
You're
well
already-
tight. Yeah. Both coaches flew off there. The coach on our team came and grabbed me because they didn't have a ref show up, so they asked
So
me to ref.
you went after the parent that went on the field to be like, no,
No,
get
I
off.
just made a call, and next thing I know, this parent's coming at me, and I was
Oh,
just
he was
like,
coming at you.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
like, and I wasn't going to have it. My kids' coach came out and grabbed me, and some other parents grabbed the other parent, and I was like, I got this.
Bro.
Oh,
Coach is
I'm
like-
sorry, I completely missed it. You said you were a ref.
I was
He was the
reffing.
ref.
Well,
Yeah,
the ref didn't show up. It's a soccer game.
What
Yeah.
kind of okay?
And they
What I
asked
want to
it-
really know though is what kind of terrible call did you make to deserve this?
It was
Why
soccer.
were you so bad?
And a guy used his hands to touch the ball that was not the goalie.
You
or
could have looked the
goalie
other
glove.
way.
I could.
This coming from the
but
baseball player.
Could have looked the other way.
if you caught the basketball and you're like, I don't feel like dribbling today,
And kick
I'm
it.
just going to
Kick
go
it.
down it. Yeah. Would
Or
you
just
make that
walking
call,
with it, yeah.
Mr. Hoops?
It would have went
Maybe.
farther if he would have kicked it than what he could throw.
Tall as you are, would you make that call?
Did you? You look
I
kind
know.
of like
I
you do
did
on the
that.
poster
I know.
right
I just
there.
did that for you.
Blue shirt and all. Oh.
Ooh. Different blue shirt.
If you guys come into the shop, if you watch the podcast here and you come into the shop, you got to check out the posters I made. They're great.
Oh, is that who did
They're
it?
Fantastic. It was me.
Yeah,
Everybody's wondering-
he did it on Sunday
That was
when we
me.
were here.
Everybody's wondering who got that picture. Where did you get it?
Oh, since we're talking about,
okay, no,
Yeah.
go on.
I just started to shift gears real quick.
What,
Okay.
Meg?
Blue shirt. Look at the back of my
Dose.
shirt.
Guns and
Yeah.
tacos.
I
you have a
loved
sticker on
seeing that when I came
Hey,
in. I love
pull the shirt a little tighter. We can't see.
Guns and
It's always well timed.
guns and tacos.
We celebrated that last Saturday.
Thank you to everyone who came
Yeah.
out. We had a
an
wonderful
event
day.
It was. What an event it was for. I'm very happy that I came.
I'm glad you came
It
too.
was such a great time. It made me happy to see so many people in here,
Yeah.
and the
Did
tacos
you take
were
that
great.
sticker off my back?
Yeah.
I wonder who did it. Say, snitches get stitches there.
It was a good event though. Albert. Thank you for making the tacos. He said he made
Alberto.
plus and upwards of 450 tacos. So it was very successful for us.
It was like
Thank you all who came by.
40-some pounds of carne asada.
Like 50
it
pounds
was
or something,
every
yeah.
taco was amazing.
Yeah.
Now I'm hungry.
We actually had a lot of customers at 9.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we opened at 10 and we had a full house by 9:30.
I didn't.
Yep.
I wouldn't know.
No.
You get here 10 minutes after the hour.
No, I got here at 9:45
Well, yeah, because you didn't get a bagel that day.
because we open at 10.
You didn't get a bagel.
I'm pretty sure he was here at 10:02.
No.
Just because you got to the parking lot, we're parking
All
at
right.
9:45.
All
All right.
right. What are we talking about today besides Naperville?
Well,
Illinois?
I just wanted to put that out
Okay.
because I think that's not a good sign. Iris can buy liquor now. She just gets escorted by the guy at the liquor store back
Literally.
home.
Don't tell Dilza. She won't watch this anyway, but don't tell Dilza.
Yeah, she won't let us watch you anymore if you start buying liquor for us.
Yeah.
We brought up the tacos. We had a great thing. I think we're going to be doing some more events. I think that event was awesome.
Yeah, it was great. Thank you all
Yes.
for.
We've been coming up with some ideas this week for more events. Megan is no longer with us. She is moving to look into. I don't know what she's doing. She's going to Texas.
So
Going to Texas.
we got some pictures we'll be posting shortly.
She promised us
Just
not
for
to,
Megan.
She said not to post until she moves. So we'll respect that.
But hey, should we thank you for your service, Megan?
Megan,
Thank you for your service.
I got it.
not having you the last 2 days, I realized there's a lot more that you did that I didn't have to do now that I have to do. And that sucks.
I got to say, we messed around with Megan a bit. She got a lot of crap, but I had some like really insightful like conversations with her, and I actually learned a lot from her. Very surprised at the random things that she knew that I didn't know that people just.
D, she's not here. You don't have to suck up.
No, I'm not. I told her that too. I'm like, yo, like that's actually like I actually learned a lot. So
Megan, good luck in Texas. We wish you well.
she taught me how to cuss somebody out in what language was it?
Korean, probably.
I'm guessing Korean too.
No, I think it was either Russian or German.
Oh, Russian. I think she knew some Russian.
I'm
At
pretty
the
sure she's cussed
airport or
at me in
something like
every
that.
language at some point. So
and made up languages too.
yeah.
And there's still hope for Christian. Christian, you still got a
Christian, if you're
chance.
out
Christian, you
there.
got a couple weeks, bud.
Christian, I just
not-
want to bring up you didn't come on Saturday also.
Yeah, you didn't come on Saturday, Christian.
Yep. If not, we got a replacement. Just because Meg 1 didn't go for it, you got a chance with Meg 2.
Meg 2 is
It's
also
the title
available.
that you're
Yep.
attached to. It's the title.
Yeah, Christian didn't show up on Saturday, did he?
Nope.
Yeah, no, I
Nope.
think-
Christian didn't show up.
No, Christian's a loser.
What up?
Oh, that was off the air. Good thing. So, one of the things we've been discussing around the shop this week is U.S. made versus outside the U.S. made on firearms.
Imported versus American made.
Imported was the word I was looking for
Importation, not deportation.
because Junior was imported.
All right, so I have a question. along
Iris
those
is like, oh my
lines.
gosh. What's up, D?
What's up, Meg?
Just because I've never really looked into it, I know
We're all
Glocks
wisdom.
say, from Austria,
Yes.
Yeah.
Some.
right?
Mhm.
So, like, what can you go into that real quick? In
Well,
terms of
I
importer and
know.
exporter?
What I'm going to use Kloshkinov.
Okay.
USA is one. When they're having problems importing guns, some of these companies just made a location here. So
Smart.
some are still coming from Austria, and some are Glock US, some are Glock. Because now that they have businesses in the United States, and that's how Kloshkinov got around it too, was we'll just build a facility there too.
Right.
You're the biggest buying gun market in the world.
Right.
We will fly across the ocean and build another warehouse.
It'll pay itself. out.
We do a lot with Norma Ammo too from Sweden, and they have a massive warehouse here stateside. Because then they can do full container shipments. You're not ordering your ammo shipment from Sweden. They have a big distribution center here, and I think that's what a lot of those gun companies have started doing. Is to get around all your importations and exportations and build a stockpile enough here to keep everybody ordering, feeding out of the
So
distribution center
It
here.
looks like the Glock is in Georgia and was founded in 1986 for the American Glock.
What year?
That portion of Glock.
86
Yeah.
for the American
Oh,
made.
it's around
Yeah.
longer than I thought in America.
Yeah. But like a lot of companies that have like a foreign name also you'll see on like a handgun, you'll see it's American imported location on it.
A lot of guns have two names too.
Yeah.
Citadel imported it from, or Century Arms and
Yeah.
Canic.
Got to have that branding on there. You got to have
You
that,
know.
that product placement. Right?
Yeah.
It's all, and I noticed that guns do that a lot more than people I think give credit for it on some of those.
Yeah.
I would say a long time ago, many moons, our parents maybe age.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Cam's parents are really old, but closer to like, well, my parents are older.
Whoa,
too. Actually,
Craig.
I think our parents are stepped. Yours are like,
Craig might figure out how to watch YouTube someday. He
You're-
might see this.
your old man's like 10 years older than my old man.
Yeah.
My old man's 10 years older than
Yeah.
the guy who used to be standing next to me's old man. And I think that if you would have said, oh, U.S. made guns, if you were comparing guns back in the day, you'd be like, oh, Ruger, Smith & Wesson, Remington. You
Yeah.
wouldn't want anything
Winchester.
imported. Yeah.
The American made.
But I think the import guns have came way up and
Yes.
even above and beyond on
Yes.
a lot of brands too. So
Well, and when you're talking about imports, you can talk about Glock and CZ and SIG, but those are kind of like the big ones. There's a lot of newer.
CZ and
There's a lot of newer ones being imported that are from other places too. Turkey.
Goose Faba.
Turkey. The Philippines with Rock Island and Arms Corps.
Yep.
That are making a lot of high quality guns that are actually made somewhere else and not just imported like Glock is,
Right.
or somebody like that. So, yeah,
I was trying
I
to.
can see you doing it.
Why is he doing it? It's the question.
I don't know.
What is the rifle that's being made? And I'm blanking on the name. It's coming, and they're not sending any to America right now. Is it Bulgaria?
The Saiga 12 gauges.
Well, no, but I want to say a hunt rifle. I'm thinking,
Hunting rifle.
is it? It's not Bulgaria.
No, it was the Russian stuff. We stopped importing Russian
Well,
stuff. That's why
no,
I started-
this was like a. They're just ever since the Ukrainian war broke out. It's a Swedish rifle, maybe. Not Savage.
I can look it up.
Yeah, I don't know actually,
Christian Savage.
because Saiga 12 gauges were banned a while
Yeah.
back.
But luckily, we got some from a nice customer of ours. Brought us 2 original.
Yeah.
Saiga 12 gauge.
That he probably
Yeah.
picked up personally.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Shout out to Jerry.
Yeah,
Jerry's
Jerry.
like been around like long as guns have, and he brings guns in all the time because he's downsizing and he's always pulling guns out. I'm like, okay, I have never seen one of those in person.
Yeah.
Give me some keywords to find this, because I'm pulling up a bunch.
The first keyword is huya.
Honya.
Well, I'm gonna give you some words. Just type them in. Don't ask questions. It's a great video. It's kind of as cool as the one I just saved you. It's a hunting rifle, and I want to say it's out of Northern Europe, Finland, Sweden, Norway, and I want to say Bulgaria, and then it's not that. It's not Savage,
Yeah.
not Mossberg.
And it's banned in the USA.
Or
No, it's not banned.
being
It's just they're not being
imported or
imported at the
something,
moment. It's like a higher end hunting rifle, and I just blanked on the name. It's probably over $1,000, but it's not like 10 grand or anything. Oh man, I can't think of that. Why?
Huh.
I knew we were gonna talk about
Well,
it today, and I blanked on it.
But like we were saying, there's your typical your grandpa's guns. You got your Remington, your Winchester, your Ruger, your Smith & Wesson. But a lot of other guns are coming in under random brand names now that are actually pretty good for the imports, like Turkish shotguns. Turkish shotguns are cheap in affordability, but are actually pretty decent little weapons and little tools.
They're cranking them out too.
They're
but
cranking them out.
you can't. There's not anything to complain about. It's like the Canic.
The Canics are great.
Canic's up and
Canic
coming.
handguns are
It's
so
out
nice.
of Turkey and it's budget friendly, but you can get them with optics. You can get them with
Yeah.
the long barrel, the short
Yeah.
barrel,
I
threaded barrel.
I feel like right now the whole Turkish firearms industry kind of has a secret in of some sort, like some sort of model that they're be able to do this with and charge a lower price.
they don't have
that
the same laws that we do here, so
They don't allow their citizens to own guns, which is BS. Which is why I know several people who will not buy Canic because of that.
You know what's funny about that? I guarantee everybody that works at that plant smuggled enough parts on to build one. at this
Maybe,
point.
yeah.
That's the only thing is there's like a country
Yeah.
song
The Canic plant in
when he brings home one
Istanbul.
part a day home from the Ford plant in his lunchbox.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
and it takes him 10 years to build a car,
Yeah.
but he built a car.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea, though.
Yeah, if I put a Canic slide today, a lower tomorrow, a trigger next week.
To our Turkish friends, bring them over here. They already do.
We'll buy your Canics
Buy your Canics.
and your shotguns.
Yeah,
Do you think they heard us?
probably.
Hey, D, can you translate this into a Turkish language so we can post it on the air on our Turkey channel?
So we can get that gun over here.
Yeah,
Yep.
Lots of them.
50 cents on the dollar.
yeah. I'm into it.
I
Let's
was
do
going to
it.
say 25, but
That would be generous.
someone wanted to start up high. But
We're
all
running,
right.
running a racket.
Done and done.
So if you come to our speakeasy called the Gun Emporium and Boutique, you can ask for one of the Canics that have been smuggled in by Turkish people.
just got to know the secret knock.
Yeah, you don't do the secret knock.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry, I was to stop right there.
secret.
It's not secret anymore.
It's not a secret. It's like Fight Club. You can't talk about it.
First rule of Fight Club.
Yeah.
Second rule of Fight Club.
Oh, I like that. I'm going to have to go watch that again. I watched Grandma's Boy this week,
Yeah,
and I watched Old School.
old school's good.
I don't know.
Grandma's Boy. It's one of my favorites.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just... And then I fell asleep during them, and it didn't matter because I've seen them so many times. I just picked up where I left off the next day.
Yeah. Speaking of imports, Grandma's Boy, one of my favorite characters is the African witch doctor guy who has a monkey pet.
The karate monkey.
The karate monkey.
He gets the
It's so
lion,
great.
and at the very end there's an elephant. No one messes with a lion.
Oh yeah, there's a lion in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I
so
called
great.
the 5-0.
That's a good movie.
Uh-oh.
Iris, you haven't seen that yet?
No, she hasn't seen it.
Oh, Iris, you disappoint me every time I see you.
Neither has Meg, too.
Meg too. Have you seen Grandma's Boy?
No, seriously? No wonder.
That's one with the car bed, right?
Hey, and
Yes.
and she wonders why.
Yes.
She hasn't seen Grandma's Boy, and she wonders why she's single.
She's not single. She's not single.
Since when?
She's not
Last week? Yeah, but
I don't know.
yeah, but wait till they find out she hasn't seen Grandma's Boy. They'll be like, "Ooh, deal breaker." Even my old lady's seen part of it. She never stays awake though.
during what? The movie?
The evening events. All right, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go talk to D. He's more civilized. He's easier to talk to. He's more well rounded. Then you got companies like Colt, who's an American founded company. Been Colt,
Sam Colt.
I don't know how many years now. A lot of years. Sam Colt there, he's been making Colts for so long that no one even knows when he started. And now Colt is gone. Out of business.
Yes.
Kabooey.
Wait, what?
What? That's what I was waiting for. CZ, which is where the word Zitek comes from, is Bohemia, which is taken over by Czechoslovakia. So Colt will now be the home of Prague.
This is a very educational experience.
Prog, like
I'm
prog
having
metal?
right now.
Prog metal, bro?
So
Yeah, Prague
okay,
metal
so
band.
forgive me.
Technically, Prague metal.
Prog metal.
I'm not like
It's all good.
super
Geographically.
up on a lot of like gun news. Not as much as I want to be, at least. So
There's so
when
much.
you
Dude,
tell me that
it's hard to keep up in here.
Colt is like
Colt got bought.
So
Kind of like Ruger
Colt-
bought
and
Marlin.
when was this?
Colt was purchased February 12th, 2021 for $220 million.
I wish
Wow.
our
that's kind of a
store
low
was going
price,
out of
but sorry.
business and someone came in and bought us for $220
And it says
million.
in cash.
And in cash. Woo! Which means half of that didn't get claimed. Oh, what?
Including, and Dan Wesson, and
Yeah, they bought up everything.
Interesting.
So Z
And
now
Bruno Rifles.
So
so-
Colt is now owned by CZ.
so you can get a limited edition CZ Colt Dan Wesson.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I literally just made all that up,
Oh.
but I would totally buy one right now. It sounds legit though,
So
right?
dude.
is this
Yeah,
still like is this still your same Colt but with different branding on it now, or what?
We
So
haven't
that
seen-
we don't know. They
Think
don't
of,
actually-
think of Ruger Marlin. The Marlin 4570 killed a T-Rex and then got super famous. Everybody bought him up.
no, you can't get them.
Marlin went, good luck getting one, finding a unicorn. Then Marlin's gone, and Ruger picked them up, and now Ruger's going to reproduce them. But then, so when you buy a business, you have to you buy their name, you buy all their intellectual property, all their patents, then you have to build a new plant, and then so I'm not sure. Like if I bought Colt, everybody loves Colt, right? I probably would just turn Colt back out the way Colt was, kind of. You know, it's like sometimes you buy a company that's really good and you don't want to change anything. You keep the name on it and everything.
Yeah. This is
Fred
your-
Meyer's is owned by Kroger,
Okay.
but they didn't change
Yeah.
the Fred Meyer name. There's a lot of companies under an umbrella of a big company
Mhm.
because that company's working. Why? Like Google's owned by somebody,
Exactly.
but you don't want.
Converse
Yeah,
owned
you-
by Nike.
right. So is Hurley? No.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. But if you have something good going, why change the name?
Right.
Why, you know?
You can market to your own demographic while marketing to theirs too.
Oh, that didn't pop.
Iris wanted me to
What
grab
are you
that
doing
Kit
with
Kat.
that chocolate?
All of a sudden, Iris
Here.
Iris found it very important for
They're-
me.
they're trying to make us chunky.
Why are you
Oh.
throwing stuff at me? I'm trying to film a live audience.
Iris,
Not enough wrist. Not enough wrist.
Iris found it very important for me to have to pick up that Kit Kat off the floor, off of camera, to toss it to her, and just to throw it away,
And then to throw it back.
and then to throw it back.
This is why I don't bring
Wow.
my kids.
I didn't get the memo.
Mine will be here next week.
Iris, when is
Yeah,
your
but yours we can handle. This wild animal. over
Iris,
here.
when your special ed classes start back up?
Does she have a button you push to make beep noises over people? No. Yeah.
I'm gonna get beat up by a 14-year-old tonight, guys.
Well, you can't hit back,
I know.
but you can protect yourself with a stun gun. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. CZ's teamed up with Dan Wesson. They do an exclusive, so I don't know if they're just gonna crank Colt back out and then be like, oh, exclusive Colt by CZ edition, or
You are so hot.
these are the things that
Found a button.
Okay.
I get that a lot.
No,
It's weird.
I think they should do that. I think they should.
Yeah.
Well, one of the rumors, I guess, is they probably weren't going to start producing wheel guns again, the single actions.
Ooh, really? No more
Yep.
revolvers.
They were saying it was a lot of production behind it and not a lot of return. As far as most of the other guns, they can crank out pretty fast, but
Well, we're seeing that across the board with brands right now. People aren't cranking out the wheel guns and the levers and the
Why-
bolt guns compared
It'll
to.
have its time again.
well, I think the problem with the wheel guns is honestly it might be more of a novelty to have. Not talk bad about wheel guns. I got a couple, but the firepower, 5 shots,
Yeah.
we're kind of getting hit by
But-
most of these small guns.
But the thing with
What about
with
the 8-shot?
the thing is though with wheel guns like revolvers and or 1911s, who knows where we're talking about Naperville earlier. Who knows where we're going to go capacity with handguns? Who knows? It might not be for 100 years, might not be 200 years, but they might be like, yeah, you can own guns in America, but it only has to be 5-shot revolvers. They could have their golden age again.
Ouch!
I know it hurts to think about, but it's
5
true.
shots.
There's no capacity ban for those. So
Well,
anywhere.
you wait till someone invents a wheel gun that
A belt-fed wheel gun.
yeah,
I'd buy that.
I'd buy it too.
it just has this really big wheel that goes out and around it.
There's
That'd work.
There's $1 million idea.
D, what are you doing tonight?
What am I doing
We
tonight?
gotta
Yeah.
invent something.
Do you want to design a wheel gun with me?
Oh man,
Do you want to come on a journey?
It'd be a first time I've ever done that before. Stop it!
Okay.
I asked D to go on a journey. You guys stay off it.
My bad. What about this one? Booyah! Oh, I got that one. Oh, that's a good one.
I'm still confused by what rifle I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
I couldn't find
I have
anything.
no idea.
Where does
What was the
where does
Russian- it was
where does Bulgaria come from?
Spain.
Okay, Northern Europe rifles.
Spain. It's from Spain. We stopped doing the Russian imported because all
Well,
that stuff happened.
That's what's funny about the Russian import. We're not going to import from Russia no more. It's President of
Just
the
from
United
Ukraine.
States. We're no longer doing Russian imports. To find out, almost all 7.62 and AKs are made in Yugoslavia, Turkey, Romania, Hungary.
It's really easy to say that without thinking about what actually gets imported.
Well, you can say something like that. So that ban we did read today, I just read the end of the article, starts January 1st. So they're going to have some mad sales.
And
Oh,
who knows
yeah.
if it's even going to stick?
Yeah, I can't find
Because
it either.
it
Well,
wasn't
I've-
the ATFs. Trying to do
so usually
this
it's
and
like
do that.
anything. You're going to go for the biggest thing knowing they're going to have to settle with something less. Look at Washington. Capacity
See,
ban.
they'll end up with a magazine
Yeah.
ban.
And then once they start going there, and then
Yeah.
from there it'll be like a featureless rifle like Cali. As much as California's trying to fight all that, but I mean, problem is that a lot of gun people got to stand up and
It's
start-
like water.
Assert their rights.
Water always finds a way. People will always find a
Path
way.
of least resistance.
So my cousins did.
James
Wow.
Morrison said that, I think.
Sorry, D.
Jim Morrison?
I'll go put my shirt
Jim.
on if you want.
Jim.
Jim, yeah.
Yeah.
James Morrison, that's his name.
Yeah.
Jim.
Hey, when are we getting those
James.
names with our flags and stuff? I'm still waiting for mine.
What flags?
Yeah, what do you mean?
You don't know the memo.
Did he say flags?
Yeah.
Flags.
Oh.
Bandera.
I was thinking about little dhingies up here, their
Yeah.
names on it.
What can be though?
What are you, Cam?
Yeah, where are you from?
Are you
My
Cambodian?
mom's side is very Irish. My
Oh, here we go. Who wants to be a part of the band?
my mom's side is very Irish and very German, and then my dad's side is my last name's English. It's like English.
Your last name is Byrd, okay?
Yeah, with a Y. It's
I know,
English.
like you said, like your last name.
You
is
related to Big
actually-
Bird?
Wait, you're
And
named
then-
after an animal?
Yes.
Off Sesame
And then I don't look like it, but my
You
my
fly?
dad's mom had very jet black hair and green eyes, so like we don't know. Yeah.
Was
And
that
she was dark skinned too, like a little. I mean, not
Italian?
like dark skinned, but she was like tan.
a lot of Italians are real dark.
Yeah, so it might be something like that. But I
I'm imagining. Did she dye it?
no, I think it was pretty. I think it was
That's-
natural.
That's
Well-
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Great grandma, you can see her hair in the dark. She's been a redhead, and my mom said the older she got, the redder it got.
her hair glows
At night?
It is
Was she by a nuclear
so
plant?
freaking orange. I mean,
well, she came here from.
This is my great grandma, so I haven't
If she
seen her
came-
since like the early 90s.
if she came here
but,
from Chernobyl, that makes sense.
like, she just, but I think it's just because she kept on dyeing it, and like the red became like
Part
like
of her.
bright orange almost.
Oh yeah.
I only remember going to her house a couple times when we were younger,
Yeah.
and she still had like everything looked like you stepped into the 70s.
Do you guys remember this weird old like
The shag.
it wasn't a
carpets.
cartoon, but it was
Pee Wee
like
Herman?
a like a puppet cartoon kind of deal. And there's a
Muppets?
guy named like the Heat Miser or something like that.
What are
He
you
had-
talking about?
That's a Christmas.
Is
yeah,
that a Christmas
that
thing?
hair like the
The
Heat
red-
Miser,
the
yeah.
red- the Heat Miser?
claymation, right?
Claymation kind of deal. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
No,
like,
the guy I see on YouTube, he's a
stop
famous
motion
guy with
animation.
remember the video I showed you? That's the puppet guy I
Oh,
watched.
Carrot Top.
No.
Jim Henson.
What's his name?
Oh, is that Crank Anchors one?
Oh, shout out to Cranking.
Yeah, that's what
Crank Yankers. That was good.
Instead of selling guns tomorrow, we should just prank people.
Yeah. Let's do some Jerky Boys calls tomorrow. There you go.
Crank Anchors came back, didn't it?
I think so for a little bit. Yeah.
I just thought
Yeah.
they did, but I don't know where it's at or anything. But
Crank Yankers
I've
is
been
pretty
hearing
I
good.
don't
about
think it lasted too long because the audience that was
it has to be adults now.
just wasn't the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was us watching.
I don't know.
Yeah, really.
Are prank calls fun? Iris, do you know what prank phone calls are, right? Like prank calls, are they funny to you and your friends anymore? No, it's not a thing anymore.
No one
Different
answers.
times.
No one answers the phone because of caller ID and all that.
Remember the
Yeah.
party lines? He used to call on the chat lines. Those
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what everybody I think does now is what do they call it? Your phone number neighbor.
No, it's playing too much
You text the
Pokemon
person
Go.
that's one digit. The very last digit, one up and one down, is your phone neighbor.
Oh,
The kids were talking about that day.
Whoa.
is this a thing, Iris? Phone neighbors?
Interesting.
You know what I'm
Phone
saying?
neighbor.
So like
What is
my
that?
phone number
get it.
ends in 7558. So 7559 and
And
75557
Yeah.
are my phone neighbors. So you just randomly send them a message and go, "Hey, you're
Howdy.
my phone neighbor."
Wow.
Yeah.
Meg
like,
too.
It's
Meg
a weird
too.
thing.
You're like 25. Do you text your phone
35.
number? Do you text your phone neighbors?
10 years ago, did you text your...
You know what the chat line was?
Are you not listening to the show? You're just sitting there?
Look, she's getting red. She knew what the chat line was.
Wow.
There was a time when my family and we actually had like similar last fours, same
Right.
threes, and similar last fours. So like my phone neighbor could have been a family member.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
And then
So-
so, like, what do you want?
There's a guy in here that I filled out paperwork for today that had the first 6 digits, including area code and the first. I mean, there's a lot of people like that, but
What
I've
was it?
never seen it.
There's a lot of people starting
971-998. I'm not saying the last 4.
Yeah, I feel like that's laziness on behalf of the phone companies.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are on phone pranking
Yeah.
with the hey, is your refrigerator running?
Classic.
Right.
Classic.
But my little kids just
Classic.
discovered that 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
They came here and go, "Dad, is the fridge running?" Yeah. I knew where it was going, but they're like, "You better go catch it." They ran out of the room.
Yeah,
I'm like,
went out of the room.
"Oh."
But
yeah.
the great thing is Duke told me that his 6-year-old told me that like 4 times that day. And
I
it
know.
was like
That's
and the iCup joke too.
Oh, yeah.
How do you spell iCup? ICUP.
yeah,
And he
dude.
just kept saying it, and I was like,
But
you
every
know,
time he comes to the room, he
great.
thinks you've never heard that joke yet.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Hey, look, there goes a SWAT guy walking down the parking lot. Look, it says SWAT up. Just went by the dumpster.
what? Really?
Sure, it said
well,
SWAT.
there's probably a lot of criminal activities over there. Actually, there's a bunch of people over there.
Yeah. What's going on?
Oh.
Iris, go check it out.
Should
Make 2.
somebody
Here,
go
take a gun.
investigate.
There's
On
the
delay.
SWAT team's
Report
outside, and there's people in orange reflective vests.
I know. I saw a guy with a SWAT shirt, and I was like, what's going on out there?
Definitely some white trash, and a guy in a red shirt who looks identical to the guy who tried to buy a gun earlier
look
today.
at him. Iris and
If they need ammo.
Iris and
BBC
Ring Girl
yellow
Bree.
tape.
Are they going to go out there and figure it out like we did with the person that stole our sign?
Iris
see
and
the
Ma-
SWAT guy going by the entrance. Look, right quick. Look, see SWAT. He's walking towards by the entrance. I know you guys can't see 20. Yeah, you
Hey,
just have
Iris
20
and
vision.
Meg 2 are more serious about than Tito and Meg 1.
I know.
Look at them. They're ready to go.
Hey, Iris, if you could jump up and lock that door, that would be
Hey, go lock the door. Go lock the
great.
door. Seriously.
Don't.
Seriously.
I'll buy you a Kit Kat.
Kitty cat. There she goes. Oh, nope. Now you're done for. Oh.
Now we have Megan 2 locked on the outside by Megan 3.
I think Meg 2 is just going to go home.
Meg 2 is now giving us a symbol that she is number
Oh.
2. Now Meg 3 is outside apologizing to Meg 2. Oh, now
Oh.
They told me to do it.
Meg 3 is running down the sidewalk after Meg 2.
Meg 2 is so dramatic.
Position you put her in.
Yeah.
So we're discussing imports.
Imported
And
guns.
we're not talking about cars, we're talking about guns.
Yes.
And then
And then
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be
If you're
cartoon
gonna
car
play
crash.
a video, I'd rather go back to my 1 trillion to the 10th power. Wow, we were trying to do a family show over here.
Yeah, thanks.
Shout out to Buddy. Hey, what's our code word of the day, Senor?
It's gonna be Jameson's.
Jameson's? Okay.
Jameson's is a
Bring in a bottle of Jameson's and get a free box of ammo.
Actually, you will get a free box of ammo.
You will
if
get a free
bring
box
in-
of ammo if you bring me Jameson's.
Yeah.
maybe 2.
Yeah.
Maybe 2. I don't know yet. I'm undecided.
Negative.
No,
she couldn't
she
bring the
doesn't.
bottle
But she
herself.
took my money and had a
Yeah.
sponsor for her alcohol problems to bring it.
We'll sign her up next door.
Well, I think we should tell Linda we're on a note situation with
Yeah,
Iris.
she had a permission slip.
I keep trying to open an account with them and just be like, hey, just let me wrap
Hey,
up
I,
the
charge
didn't-
it,
I
yeah.
forgot my wallet today, and the guy looks at me and goes, well, I bet Linda would let you have it for free. Well, that's very true. She probably would tell me not to worry about it.
But then you did walk out without it paying for it.
Yeah.
And you're just going to pick up the tab later, right?
Always pick up my tabs.
Going to do the honest thing here?
Yeah.
He's gonna say,
I'm going to send Iris down with a note that says,
I will pay
the
you
guy at
later.
the shop with the mullet said he'll pay next week.
I'll gladly pay you on Tuesday for
For
a
a
hamburger
burger
today
today.
or cheeseburger today.
Yeah.
That was the guy.
Wimpy on
Wimpy and Popeye? Was it
Popeye,
Popeye?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's some
Popeye.
classic cartoon work there.
Breed
Wow.
definitely
Dude,
doesn't remember Popeye.
You want to throw a good movie out there? The original Popeye
She's way
movie.
too young.
Robin Williams played Popeye in a
Oh,
movie
yeah.
in the 80s.
Oh, boy. What's happening here?
And actually, it's really good.
Is Robin Williams in there?
Just waiting for you guys to
Wow. Rest in peace.
I mean, he can fit in there now.
I'm pouring a little out for Mr. Robin Williams, who came overseas to see me while I was in Iraq.
Oh, yeah?
But I didn't have to go on missions. I didn't
Oh,
have
is
to
he gonna
watch
be-
anything.
finish. Let's see.
I can't waste it on the floor.
Oh. Oh.
Give some to Cam.
Oh. 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 Okay. Jameson, code word for today, guys. All right, what are we doing this? What are you doing, Junior? What's going on? What's going on over here?
Well, so here, I think it was a collaboration between everybody here in the shop. We're starting to put together our own idea of a bug out bag.
Yes.
So we're working on that. We've got them here. We started them. We got 4 right now. And we're still trying to figure out the perfect stuff for a bug out bag.
Do you want me to go get them?
No, I was just saying time-wise.
Oh, yeah, our time is up. Jeez.
But we got the basic starter kit here, basic tools you'll need.
Fire starter, some water filtration stuff, chem lights.
Oh, glow sticks.
is it?
You want to say glow
Is that
sticks?
time?
Glow sticks.
That's time.
This time. 45 minutes,
Wow.
the 45th minutes of the 45th parallel.
Better ondally. Hold on.
Yeah, but
But if you... Arriba, arriba.
but
So we're kind of giving it our
Yeah.
spin as far as what we think. We're going to be changing them up.
Yeah.
Every backpack is a little different.
You got some ideas, or you're like, hey, I know this product and it's great. I've used it for this.
yeah,
Holler at us. Let us know.
let us
Leave
know
some
what you want
comments.
in your bug out bags.
Like
Put it in
us
the
on
comments.
Facebook. Like us on Instagram.
Yeah,
Like us on YouTube. Subscribe. Like. Bring Jameson's in.
Where you going?
Cam's done.
Jameson's
I got-
welcome.
Cam gets right here, right when the clock starts for work, and leaves right when the clock ends.
I got one thing to add. First customer that brings me any proof that they have of Sasquatch, I will give you a free box of ammo.
Pictures,
Any caliber
footprints.
that's
Right.
in stock.
Come put a pin in our board and let us know where
No,
you.
pictures, not a pin.
Well, I know, but I want to start
Oh.
putting pins on my board.
So, but here it is, viewers.
Oh,
you have
jeez.
Oh yeah.
you have the option to win boxes of ammo for the code word and for proof of Bigfoot.
That's right.
And honestly, if you bring proof of Bigfoot, you could probably win a lot more in other places as well. You could probably have like a whole documentary made
What is
about
the-
you. So
These sound like he's volunteering over there quite a bit.
I'm just
on,
hyping
Dimitri.
up the
Hyping up?
opportunity.
Let us know. I'm sorry, okay, this thing's broke.
All right, guys.
Have a good night, good morning, siesta. I don't know what time of day you're watching us.
Ciao.
Oh, shout out to Buddy. Bye.
Buddy love.
Buddy love.